You can run, but you can't hide.
Well, hello, y'alls. Yeah. So, I'm sitting here. It's about 4 o'clock in the morning. And I'm thinking, gosh, get me some coffee, get me some smoke, get me some tobacco burning. I'm just sitting here pondering the universe. I like the morning times. It allows me the opportunity to meditate, to be grateful, to thank God for all the blessings that He has given me. Not just for today, but throughout my life. And the blessings that I've been able to help other people with, see? A lot of times, it gets hard to walk through the muddled waters of people. And then the time comes when all the pieces of the puzzle fit together. And you wonder, wow, why didn't I see this? Well, because it's perspective. We always want to see the good in people. No matter what happens. It's not true. It's not true at all. I don't ever anticipate seeing always good in a person. I give them the benefit of the doubt, and I observe, and I do what's right by God, not what's right by man. And I'm the type of person, if I had to describe myself, if I tell you I'm going to do something, I'll do it. Okay? It's not for show. It's not for fluff. If I tell you I'm going to do it, I'll do it. If something comes up, I'll tell you right then, I can't do it because of this, that, and the other. See, I can accept that on accountability of myself. You're not going to see me playing a victim role. Oh, woe is me, poor me, wah, 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 cry baby, cry baby, cry baby. Feel sorry for me. Let me get some sympathy and empathy that I don't possess to make me just feel so much better and pull all your positive energy from you. Yeah, that's not me. I've got another channel. And I was going to start using that channel. But I specifically used that channel for the purpose of uploading and archiving videos and audio that I did in a very toxic situation that I just left recently. And I suggest that if you find yourself in a situation and your stomach's giving you an idea that something just ain't right, probably something ain't just right. Now, I went against my better judgment and against the judgment of everybody that I know, telling me, you don't need to go there, something's not right. You don't need to go there, something's not right. But I did it anyway. And I found that people will only show you the side that makes them look best. Okay? To really get down in there and dig deep and really see what they're like, you got to really just be around that individual and watch how they work and what they do behind closed doors, see? That's one thing I have found out about the internet over the years since it's been established and being on it for quite a long time, is that we only take pictures of our happy days and our happy faces. Not every day is a happy day. That doesn't mean to use it, in your benefit to garner sympathy and pull and use people in a manner that benefits you. whether it's made to make you feel more like a woman or more like a man, to pull these little victimology scenarios and comments and bullshit out the air because you can't feel good about yourself any other way. You know, a lot of people do not practice what they preach. I do. And I got video and audio. Yeah. Of it. But because I am not the type of person to actively and aggressively seek vindication on wrongs done to me. I allow God to take care of that, see. The fruit is in the works of the Spirit, okay? The fruit of the Spirit is in your works, okay? You can't go around spewing all this hate talk behind closed doors and have any type of level of integrity or honor, for that matter, or self-respect, and say something else for the rest of the world to see, but that's not who you are. You know, I also, you know, you come across people that they portray to be your friends. Excuse me, I was lighting this cigarette. Or let me say, not say friends, because it takes a while to be a friend of mine. I got to get to know you first. You know what I'm saying? And I mean, I'm in the process of making a lot of friends right now that we're acquaintances. And we're really getting to know each other. That's a wonderful thing. But you know, people will, what I like to call Agnes. They're going to Agnes theirself and just have to peek out the window and you know, and oh this and oh that and oh this and oh that and oh this and oh that. Well, you know what? This is the way I look at it. And this is for anybody out there. I really don't care who you are, where you're at, or what you call yourself doing. If you want to get to know me and you want to ask me something, send me an email and I will vet you to the best of my ability. See, one thing that vetting doesn't show is mental illness. Okay? Vetting doesn't show that. Vetting doesn't show what we don't hide, what we hide. You know, it only shows, like, let's see, word of mouth. I would say that would be the start. Second thing I would think would be a criminal background check. Well, if people had never been in no trouble or caught at it, let's put it like that, or caught at it, then you really can't vet them as far as a criminal background is concerned. As far as mental health is concerned, you really got to be around that person to see what's going on. And even then, a narcissist, sociopath, or a psychopath is really easy to hide at first, but those things, they tend to break through because that's a really hard game to keep up on the individual's part. And there's usually a crack in there somewhere, and then the real self starts to appear. So those type of vetting things doesn't occur until you're around an individual. Now, I've met all kinds of people all over the country. I've been all over the country practicing what I preach. And normally everything goes well. Everything is beautiful right now. I mean, the birds are singing. Y'all hear that bird? Man, I love it. They're just waking up. It's starting to get daylight now. But I love my life. I have an adventurous life. I live life. I don't sit by and really get off on a lot of he said, she said, idle gossip type stuff. I don't really entertain that. It's quite boring and non-productive. I am far from perfect. But one thing I do know is that serenity and peace of mind is utmost important to me, as it should be to anybody else. And when you're an individual is used to living in constant conflict and turmoil, it'll show through. That's one thing I don't like about the internet, is that it allows a lot of people to show their fakeness. Fakeness. Huh. So the guard of being more strenuous on vetting has increased. Can nobody anymore tell me how good a person is if they have not ever met them in person and been with them in a manner that shows a level of intimacy? I'm not talking about sexual intimacy. I'm talking about human bonding. So you can see if a person speaks it, they practice it. A lot of people talk the talk, but they don't walk the walk. This is very important for people who are lowly, alone, searching for that social companionship or some type of companionship, human interaction. I understand that life can get mundane in certain situations, and they've made it to where, you know, everybody turns to this mechanism called the World Wide Web for entertainment and socialization. But that's not how it works. You have to get out there and socialize with real human beings in your life that you meet on a daily basis. See, that's what I've been doing. I make my rounds pretty much every day, every other day. Sometimes, yeah, about every other day I'd put it, just to be on the kosher side, which has allowed me to make new acquaintances in person in my community that I'm currently at. And whether or not anything transpires out of that is really based on me and my ability to walk the walk and not just talk the talk. See, man, there's just so much that I want to share with y'all, but because I'm not that type of person, I just let karma take care of itself. Karma always takes care of it for you. You can always depend upon her and God. 100%. What did the saying, I think? Goes around, comes around. Treat others the way that you want to be treated. Yeah, I'll pack up and fucking leave in a real quick motherfucking minute. Especially when I see that there's nothing but lies and deception. It's better just to fucking cut your losses and walk the fuck away. Get the fuck over it. Okay? Just get the fuck over it. You know, some people got big mouths. They like to keep the pot stirred. Portraying themselves as something that they're not. You tell them something, they run back and say something totally fucking different. You know, it is what it is. You'll find that the greatest form of flattery is impersonation. So they say. Who knows? Well, anyway, if you've lasted this long, that's absolutely amazing. And I appreciate you listening. But, something to think about today. What is your attitude of gratitude? Huh? Who besides yourself do you owe credit to? I owe credit to a lot of people. I didn't, and haven't been able to do half of the things that I've done without God and without the help of others. And I appreciate that. I truly do. And you know who you are. You know who you are. I don't have to go out and spew a bunch of names. Why? Because I don't have to. Along the way, I've been very blessed. Very blessed. And I've learned a lot of lessons. A lot of cool, good lessons. I'm not talking about bad lessons. I'm talking about cool lessons. But one thing that I do know for sure, that if you happen to find yourself being one of those individuals who fall prey to a grifter, womanizing, or manizing, because there's a lot of women out there that do that shit too. They'll get with a man thinking that, everything's going to be good, and it doesn't. Because they wanted something. Like money, a new house, a big car, whatever. New shoes, the newest fucking dishes on eBay. Oh, you get a man that wants to get with a woman, think that she's coming into a lot of money. And then when they find out she's not coming into the money, they start treating her like shit. There's those type of people out there. And there's those type of people out there that they'll tell you one thing and do something totally different. And there's those people out there who use AI to write their scripts because they ain't got enough creativity and enough vocabulary to write it themselves. Huh? I had an individual say, hey, I'm going to buy you all these YouTube subscribers. I'm like, hey, I don't want you to do that. I don't want you to do that. I don't need that. I want my channel to stand on its own. There's lots of people who buy subscribers out there. Lots of people who buy comments. Lots of people who set up multiple pages on the internet, who have multiple sites that they're in. That YouTube might just be a small 1% of 1% of their internet con. So you got to watch out for that kind of stuff. And even my channel, vet some of that stuff. If I say something, look that shit up. Google it if you can. I always talk about do your research. Do your research. Can nothing in this world fulfill you or put a happiness in your heart other than a direct connection with this being that's not you. None of us are God or a God. If we were, we wouldn't be in the positions that we're in now, would we? That's the way I think about it. But yeah, when you're out there in social media land, no matter the platform, Twitter or X, Truth Social, Rumble, Discord, Facebook, Snapchat, any other number of platforms, social platforms, and there's a plethora of them. Just keep in mind that people don't always show who they really are, and they don't speak on what they really believe. They just do stuff for views and likes, subscribers, things like that. Yeah, so my suggestion to anybody who is on the internet is vet the information that you're ingesting. Okay? Because some of it, if not all of it, isn't true. So you just want to make sure that you not only guard your well-being and things of that nature, but it makes it hard to really trust people anymore. Unless their works follow their talk. So this is probably going to be, I don't know, well received or not. You know, it is what it is. But mostly, I do this stuff for me. Most of my videos, if not all of them, is about something that I have experienced, something that I have done, something that I believe, have studied, something that has touched my life in a way that I think that it needs to be documented and shared. Now, like I said, I have another channel, and it has all this audio and video on it, and I don't release it. I just keep it there for good measure. But I'm really thinking about releasing the audio and the video. But I don't know, you know, because that's a back and forth thing. So y'all are in my head with me right now, which is, you know, sometimes a good thing and a bad thing. But yeah, vet. Because you never can tell. People are just so odd. And they have oddball philosophies.